Hi everybody, this is Andy Bennett with the CSS News Civil War Interpretive Center with our first video about diseases of America's Civil War. Right now, as we're filming these videos, or I'm filming these videos, practicing social distancing, the COVID-19 pandemic's going on, a virus. At the time of the Civil War, scientists are looking at microscopes and they're seeing bacteria and viruses and protozoan creatures, but they're slowly making the connection between those things make us sick. But this time, they're not sure of that. So let's first talk about the difference between bacteria and viruses right quick. A bacteria is a single-cell organism that can reproduce and survive outside of a host. They live in our environment. We can touch something, pick it up. It can get into us and make us sick. Virus has to be transmitted from one host to another, whether that's a human being, an animal, or a plant. It needs to be transferred from one host to another. The virus can live very temporarily outside of a host body, but not very long, depending on the virus, how long they can live. And then they need to be touched, picked up, got inside the host. That can be passed through mucus, saliva, some of them through insect bites, transmitting it to us. So during the Civil War, we have tens of thousands of soldiers and sailors. They're used to living in their local community, being exposed to local regionalized bacteria and viruses, and they build up immunities to them. As they go off to war, they're thrown together in huge training camps, into fortifications, inside the ships, in close proximity. They're marching in tight formation, they're sleeping in tents, they're sharing utensils, food, cups. So they're transmitting back and forth all kinds of viruses and bacteria, and they have no immunities to them, so they start dying of common childhood what we call childhood diseases. Then some get vaccinations for some of those viruses, like measles. 11,000 soldiers during the Civil War died of measles. Also mumps, chicken pox, right? All those are viruses, easily transmitted, and soldiers are getting sick and dying. Some of the things you're getting sick from and dying are bacterias. Pneumonial bacteria, tuberculosis. 14,000 soldiers during the Civil War died of tuberculosis, a bacterial infection. Also, scarlet fever. You may have read about scarlet fever or seen about it in a movie. It's in the strep throat family, strep family. When we get strep throat, we go to the doctor now, right? They prescribe us some antibiotics and tell us to drink plenty of water and get rest, right? They don't have antibiotics during the Civil War. They haven't invented them. There's some plants that have natural antibacterial properties. So some of those exist in some of the homeopathic remedies that people would take for these illnesses or for the symptoms of certain illnesses during the Civil War. But imagine a soldier or sailor that's marching, being wounded, their body's already strained, they're not getting enough water, they're dehydrated, they have malnutrition going on. These things, bacteria and viruses and parasites, are going to attack them and hit them awfully hard, and cause casualties. Hopefully you're enjoying some of these small informational videos. For always, you can look for them on our Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Join me again for another video soon.